How we doing, everyone? You might have saw it on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour that Dustin Poirier potentially is moving up a weight class, going up to 170 and fighting one of the top contenders in Colby Covington. Yes, that's right. Colby Covington, former teammate at American Top Team. And these two do not like one another one little bit, but it's kind of a risky move if you ask me. Listen, Dustin Poirier's had a tremendous career, and I know from talking to him privately that his desire to be lightweight champion of the world is just immense. It's so strong, and of course it is. For anyone that fights, we all want to be the champion. But I spoke to him after he lost to Khabib. He was truly devastated when he got a chance against Charles Oliveira. I thought he was going to win then, but of course it didn't go his way. The champ, Charles, I mean, that man's something else right now. But it's not over. He's still a youngish man, still in his 30s. He's still got some time to do it. Going up a weight division and going up against Colby Covington, if he loses that could have real implications on him getting a title fight again. But I kind of understand his reasonings. He was talking to Ariel Helwani and he said, they offered me Colby Covington that last week. That's why I tweeted that out on Saturday or Friday. They offered me Colby on Tuesday or Wednesday that week. And it was either wait until the end of the year and fight in a #1 contender fight at lightweight, or fight in July against him. And that was the name that they gave me. Now I understand he doesn't want to sit out on the sidelines. Dustin Poirier, you know, he's been around for a long time, okay? And you can't fight forever. So he's in his prime, you know, and the prime doesn't last, as I say, forever. So he wants to be active. He wants to keep earning. He wants to keep fighting. He wants to keep making money and setting himself up for the future, which I get. But going up against to 170, putting on 15 pounds, well, I say putting 15 pounds on, not cutting that 15 pounds, but sure enough, fighting at a weight class 15 pounds heavier against one of the top contenders, whilst me as a fan, I would love to see that, but I don't know if it's the smartest move. Listen, Dustin Poirier and Colby Covington used to train with one another at American Top Team. Colby left. Look, listen, this is just going to be like the Colby Covington and Masvidal situation all over again. They used to be friends, they used to be training partners, but now they are enemies. Now, listen, here's what Dustin had to say on the situation. I was like, fuck it. It's not a call out of him. I'm not going to go out of my way to fight him. I don't want to fight that guy. I don't want him to profit anything off me. But if they aren't going to give me a fight until the end of the year, and this is what you are giving me, I have to do what I have to do. I don't want to be in a holding pattern. I fought in December. I don't want to be in a holding pattern for 10 or 11 months. I'm healthy and I want to fight. Totally get it. Totally understand it. My only concern is if you lose. And it's like I'm talking to Dustin Poirier. He's got great managers. He's got a great team behind him. And hey, listen, maybe they know something that I don't. Dustin Poirier claims that he used to handle chaos in the training room. As we know, the training room and the gym, they are two very, very different things. Just want to take a quick second to tell you about I Trust Capital. Listen, by now you all know about cryptocurrencies, but did you know that you can invest in cryptocurrencies while saving for your retirement? That is correct. With I Trust Capital, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies in a crypto IRA and get all the same tax advantages as a traditional IRA. It's time to start taking control of your financial future. With I Trust Capital, you get all the same tax benefits of a retirement account whilst also investing in cryptocurrencies. Join the tens of thousands of people who are already investing in cryptocurrency using their retirement accounts. And now, as a special offer to my listeners, I Trust Capital is giving a $100 funding reward when you sign up at iTrust.capital/Bisping. With I Trust Capital, you get tax-free trading, no sign-up fees, no monthly fees, and now, as I say, $100 for free when you sign up at iTrust.capital/Bisping, or hit that link in the episode description down below. As I say, for Dustin Poirier, it's a big opportunity, right? You fight Colby Covington, you beat Colby Covington. Wow. I mean, what does that do for you? He's talking about fighting for the lightweight belt or a #1 contender at lightweight at the end of the year. If he beats Colby Covington, which is the plan, he's not going into that fight to lose. Yes, he's going for a payday, but of course, every single fight you go into, you want to win. Right? The motivation is always there, because if you're not motivated and you lose, it hurts. You get your ass kicked and you find yourself in the hospital at the end of the day. So if he goes out there and he does beat Colby Covington, that makes him one of the top contenders at welterweight. And is that what he wants? Does he want to be fighting Masvidal? Does he want to be fighting Kamaru Usman or even Khamzat Chimaev? I'm not sure that he is. He's not a small lightweight. He wouldn't be a small welterweight, but he'd certainly be smaller than those guys. And God forbid, if he was to lose, then I think that would affect his standing in the lightweight division. He's saying here the UFC were talking about offering him a #1 contender at lightweight at the end of the year. If he was to lose to Colby, I don't know those private discussions that went on behind closed doors, but there's a possibility that you lose, and there's a possibility that you won't be in a #1 contender fight. So listen, as a fan, I want to see it. As a fan, I want to see it. If we're talking about the politics, there's some different opinions there, but let's talk about the fight, because I gotta say, I'd probably favor Colby Covington in this fight. Colby's the bigger guy. He's used to fighting bigger guys. He's by far the better wrestler. The gas tank is incredible. Now, I'll give him the striking advantage, that's for sure. Dustin's probably a better striker. He's a more technical boxer. And he's nasty. He's nasty with the hands. However, Colby Covington he's no slouch, and he is getting better all the time. That second fight with Kamaru Usman, Kamaru got off to a really good start, but as the fight progressed, Colby started having success. Colby started finding the mark. And look what he did to Jorge Masvidal. He took Jorge Masvidal out, he dominated the fight. It wasn't a stoppage, but he took him out in terms of winning and losing. And it was kind of one-way traffic. Of course, Masvidal landed a few shots here and there, but he nullified the strike and he took away all of the offense that Masvidal has because he out-wrestled him, he clinched him, he pushed him up against the fence, he took him down. So I would think that he would be able to do the same thing to somebody like Dustin Poirier. But Dustin had a few more things to say. Let's take a look. He said, I'm kind of pissed off at myself for saying that I would do it. And not that I'm worried about that guy or his skill set or anything like that. It's just that I don't want the fucking guy to prosper because I said yes to fight with him. I don't want that. I don't want that guy to make $1 off of anything I've done or fighting me, period. But you get a glass of whiskey in you, they call you a couple of days before, shit happens and then you fight. So fuck it. At least it ain't a fight. If it does happen, it's not a fight I'm going to take any damage in with this fucking guy. So what he's saying is, if God forbid he was to lose, it's not a fight that he's going to take damage in because he's going to take him down, he's going to use the wrestling, he's going to lay and pray. And he's accepting fights when he's had a few whiskeys. Got to say, I respect that. Good for you, Dustin. So there it is. What do you think? July 30th. I understand Dustin wants to stay busy, okay? And that makes all the sense in the world. And of course, if they don't like one another, there's no better way of settling it than to fight, So on paper, it ticks a lot of boxes. The only box that I'm a little concerned of for Dustin Poirier is that he still wants to be the lightweight champion of the world. And listen, he could pull it off. He could beat Colby Covington, maybe. And of course, when they've sparred with one another, they know each other. They have history. So Dustin's going into this one with a little bit of education. It's not like it's someone from the other side of the world that he's only seen on TV. He has real first-hand experience. Dustin's got good grappling. I'd give the edge to Covington. But Dustin knows what he's doing. He's no slouch. He's very experienced. He's been around the block for a long, long time. However, would he beat Colby Covington? And if he doesn't, what does that do to his lightweight title fight aspirations? Do they go up in smoke? I don't know if they do, but it makes it a slightly longer road. It makes it a harder case for you to plead to the UFC if you've just been beaten. If he's been beaten off Charles Oliveira and then he gets beat off Colby Covington, he's then on a 2-fight losing streak. And yes, one was at welterweight, but still, the court of public opinion, the perception is that you lost your last 2 fights, which you did. So therefore, going in for a #1 contender fight might be a little bit of a tougher sell. Not necessarily, because if people see the body of work that he had at lightweight, they can be smart enough to eradicate that. But still, we just don't know. And if other people are out there making big splashes, going on long win streaks like an Islam Makhachev, it might be hard. It might be a tough sell. But still, whatever happens, if that fight goes down, I'll be buying a ticket, I'll be watching. And if it doesn't, then that kind of makes sense as well. But either way, I do want to see Dustin Poirier and Colby Covington fight one another, fight again. I'm just a fan of fighting. Anyway, I know you are as well. Hope you liked the video. Take care. All the best. All the best.